How social changes affect customer behaviour in Vietnam. From a communist to a market-orientated country, Western and Asian cultures have had different levels of influence on Vietnam. Historically, Vietnam was split into North and South as two separate countries with different culture and behaviour, and not until 1976 did the two countries merge into one. Therefore, it's important to look at each city closer. Hanoi. Hanoians are more heavily influenced by the Chinese system of feudal values. In other words, they are more sceptical about changes. Citizens of Hanoi are not just proud of who they are, but also come across as conservative. Citizens of Hanoi pay attention to the quality of products and value for money, which portrays them as true savers. There is a certain feeling of responsibility among them to obey established standards and disciplines, to respect and conform to tradition, and to be part of society. By being social conformists, Hanoians are more likely to be more loyal to goods that are made in Vietnam. Ho Chi Minh City, also known as Saigon. On the other hand, consumers in Saigon have an absolutely different mindset. People in Saigon are more relaxed and independent, living for the moment. They are generally more open-minded, more willing to experiment with new things, and more easily adapt to changes. This mentality makes people in Saigon become spenders rather than savers like Hanoians. There is less anxiety about social hierarchy in the south of the country. Influenced by individualism. People in Vietnam experience strong pulling forces between a rapidly evolving society coping with the liberalism as a means of economic development on one side, and a government founded on communist principles governed by a single party on the other. Desire for individualism has seen its strongest root in social media, where people can develop an alternative online presence to their reality and can connect with others with similar ideas. Because of this, the country has seen large shifts between the use of social media. The CEO of Saatchi & Saatchi commented that in their societal change, the Vietnamese seek evolution, not revolution, due to their wish for peace and stability. Media influence and transitions. Out of a population of over 90 million, there are roughly 40 million active internet users and roughly 30 million social media accounts, plus there are around 130 million mobile connections in Vietnam. Vietnam is 7th in Asia for internet users. It has the highest online video consumption in Southeast Asia. More and more Vietnamese watch the news through YouTube channel rather than government-controlled national TV. Facebook also plays a significant role in modern Vietnamese consumer behaviour. Where once it was difficult to spread alternative thoughts or information, Facebook now facilitates the exchange of free thoughts and information. However, Twitter is not highly popular in Vietnam. Why? This is because the 140 character limit does not allow a socially acceptable explanation of one's views. The same story applies to Snapchat. Because Vietnamese people value the sense of proof, the exploration of content makes them not enjoy Snapchat as much. This may change. In conclusion, we know that the internet and social media have a significant impact on Vietnamese consumers' decisions and purchasing behaviour, and unsurprisingly it has become more and more important for products and brands to manage and monitor their online presence and reputation. Vietnam embraced its experiences, its lessons and differences to establish and create its unique proposition in the world nowadays. From being influenced by Chinese culture, part of French colony, becoming a communist country, to becoming a market-orientated country.